I'm at a Walmart here in Indiana, and as you can see, there's quite a few Amish people that live around here. Bring their horses and park them over in this stall here. Sometimes it's full. And I really like this slow pace of life with the horses and everything. It almost makes me feel like I would want to join the Amish, you know. Quietness and Bible study. One thing I heard that they if you want to become an Amish, you have to dedicate your life. You have to promise to God that you're going to dedicate your whole life to being an Amish for the rest of your whole life. That's what they have to do before they get baptized. They make that promise. That's why they're shunned. If they go back on their word, then they're shunned about that. But it's not a dedication to God. It's really more like a dedication to the Amish way of life. And they have to promise God that they're going to do that, you know. So it's not exactly Christianity in the fullest extent. In fact, I asked one of the Amish about the eunuchs for the kingdom. I said, does the Amish have eunuchs for the kingdom that do not marry and instead put all their efforts into the advancement of the kingdom? And he says, no, only that you have to be married if you're going to be a preacher in our church. If you want to preach to the congregation on Sunday, you have to be married. No single brothers are even allowed to preach. So I guess Paul would have been banned from preaching in Amish church. And in fact, Jesus Christ wouldn't have been allowed to either. Of course, he wouldn't have been an Amish, but any group. But it just goes to show you that people always put their groups ahead of Jesus Christ and what Christianity is. In fact, the Mennonite church, I was going to go to visit a Mennonite church to see because they're related. The Amish came from the Mennonites, but I looked it up on the internet, and all the Mennonite churches, they have women as pastors. I don't understand that at all. I think the women wear the head coverings, you know. But why do they let Satan get in there and twist everything where the Bible says a woman is not allowed to preach in the church, and yet they become pastors in the church? How disgusting. How perverted, you know? To think you're going to have some fat woman be your pastor and tell you which way to go. You know, it's just disgusting how Satan has just perverted everything. But, yeah, the Amish will not let you preach in their church unless you're a married brother in the Amish church. So it's a nice lifestyle. It reminds you of like a couple hundred years ago, even 300 years ago or so. And it's kind of nice and quaint, you know. But most of the Amish people are very nice. They're all nice people that I've met, you know. But I don't really know if it's a real life. I don't think it's the real life for a Christian, of course. Nice to visit them, you know, things like that. But it's interesting.